User Registration Report. Our goal is to discuss why you may want to run this report, report headings or categories, highlights on best practices for utilizing data. Let's get started. The User Registration Report is among the most frequently run reports and is available to all networks. Why you may want to run this report. This report provides a list of users associated with the network who have registered within a specified time frame, as well as accounts created by administrators within that time frame, regardless of whether or not the account has an email address that the user has validated. The report also includes accounts created through the bulk import process, regardless of whether or not the account has been validated. Important note that proxy-created accounts will not be removed if they are not validated, while unvalidated imported accounts will be removed after about 7 days. To run your report, enter a start date and an end date. Select whether the report should reflect users who live here, work here or either. These options only appear for geographical-based networks, such as a regional, county, city/jurisdiction and some TMAs. Here refers to the geographical jurisdiction of the network. Then click the View Report button. The report with the time frame you specified will appear on the screen. Next, click the Save icon button to export the report. In this case, choose Excel to export to a Microsoft Excel document. Here is our user registration report for the time frame we selected. This report has many columns, so I will talk about the column headings in sections. Report headings and categories. This report provides members' name, email address, phone number and screen name. The registration type field describes how the member joined the network, which can include self, proxy or import. The registration date is the date when the member registered on the system, which may be a different date than when they joined your network. The report also provides member home and work address. If the member is associated with a worksite, employer or division, the name of the network will appear in these fields. For most users, account active shows if the account is active. An account is considered active if the member has logged onto the system in the last 180 days. Exceptions are users attached to bank pools in the system and proxy-created users. Proxy-created users are always active unless inactivated by an administrator. Ride Match Trip Count is the number of times match requests were configured under the Manage Your Trips screen in the Ride Match menu. Use Trip Log Calendar lets you know if the member has calendared in the system. Receive Email Notifications displays if the member has chosen to receive system-generated email notifications. The default setting is to receive notifications. This setting can be changed under the Member's Profile tab, under My Account, then Edit Profile Details. Heard From is a configurable option where some domain networks can add a question during the registration process asking where the member heard about the service. Custom Attribute is a configurable option at the employer, program and university network level. Administrators can enable this field as required or optional. The display to users asks for and stores a unique user identifier, such as an employee ID or a transit pass number. Information contained in the Registered for Ride Match, Registered for Trip Log, Registered for School Pool and Registered for Personal Trips fields is collected from the member registration page. The report also provides member home city, home zip, work city, work zip and their language preference, English or Spanish. The mailing address, city, state and zip code fields are populated if the member provided this information to the system. Last web access date supplies you with the date the member last logged onto the system. Last mobile date gives you the date the member last accessed the system using a mobile application. The network join date is the date the member joined the network, which may be a different date than their registration date with the system. Highlights on best practices for utilizing data. There are various applications for using the data collected in this report. For example, you may choose to filter the report by live here or work here to find members for a targeted marketing promotion or outreach effort. Or perhaps, you may want to follow members' demographic travel patterns. One common use is for administrators to run the report to find members who are not appropriately associated with their worksite. We recommend you run this report early in the morning on the first day of the month, to retrieve the total at the end of last month. Partners have created the User Registration Report Address Split template to assist you in separating data from the home address field after you have retrieved your report. The template is located in the Tools section of the Smart Transportation website. To use this template, first run your user registration report. Next, export your report to Excel, using the Export button. The Microsoft window will open asking if you would like to open the file in Microsoft Excel. Click OK. Copy the data from the user registration worksheet you just created. Then, paste the contents of the worksheet into the user registration tab of the template, replacing any previous data. Now, go back to the Instructions tab. Click on the Run Macro to Split Addresses button at the bottom of the page. An Output tab will be created with your data. Thank you for taking time to view this video. We hope our tips have been helpful. If you have questions or comments about this video or the material we provided, please email support@RideshareOnline.com.